If you're adding stock for a purchase order, you'd be going through a purchase order process where a purchase order would be raised. This can be raised on both web or mobile. You'll start off with the actual purchase order creation page where you can, like with quotes and invoices, create default descriptions, the supplier that the quote is raised for, the project if the purchase order is relevant to a particular project in the system, or a milestone related to that project as well. Warehouse would then be selected in that I'm ordering items specifically coming into this particular warehouse. So just set Kynection warehouse, and then any custom fields that is the same view as anything else in the system, and you've got extra areas to add extra data that you may need. Once you've added that, the description will all display in the section on the right, and then any products will be selected below. If I hit add items at the top, you'll either be able to select only items from that particular supplier or the products from any of the suppliers in the list. If you've got not all products known to this particular supplier, you can just raise a purchase order for a list of any products. There's also the concept of one-off items, which is just a free text version of the product edition. If I go from supplier, I'll be able to procure dry hire of 12.5 ton excavator. We'll just say 16 hours of that, and then add that particular thing to the purchase order. Once that's been added, it will include all of the code that's associated with that product, how many's received, which at this point I'm just creating it, so it would be 0. The quantity can be updated from here, and the price, if it's varying from the default, can be updated in here as well as GST. So once you've submitted it, you'll then have the concept of receipting the product. Again, this can be receipted from web or mobile, and once you've received it, it will then create a purchase receipt essentially to say that this has received, we'll say 10 of the items, and then that's created you a receipt that's able to be visible against that. So confirm the receipt, and that's now been created. If I go back to the purchase order itself, all of your receipts will come up in that view there. So receipt number 1, and it will also show that 10 has been received of the 16. So if I do the same process again of receiving an additional, I'll just go 6, confirm the receipt, and then that has now fully receipted that particular purchase order. So that stock will have also been added directly to the Kynection warehouse under the default location Kynection warehouse, and then the product is 12.5 ton excavator, and you've got now an additional added. So history will show those two receipted today for that particular product to that particular location. That's your full history of that.